Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Besties. TMZ reported today that Stacy really was or is divorced. Child, what? Okay. All right, Stacy then. Well, tell us, was TJ really a paid actor? We still watching you, Stacy, because you be lying. You still be lying. But welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now that's Kiki and Haha, and get into another episode. It's the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 3, Chin Chet. I said, okay. But baby, besties, hey, the taglines are in. Let's go over them before we rate tonight's episode. Giselle Bryant, when the nest is empty, it's time for naked, grown, and sexy. Well, that tells you right there that she may have someone. Wendy, I am a Nigerian scammer. I mean, no, not it. Wendy, Othefo. I'll put the high in higher education. Girl by Stacy. Some people believe the lies, but still I rise. Kierna. Beauty is my business, but getting you together is my specialty. Tia. You can only clutch pearls if you have them. And darling, I have loads. Angel. Hell hath no fury like an angel scorned. Ashley, the cherry blossom is ready for her second bloom. And that was it. And guess what, besties? I didn't like any of them. Nope, 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 nope. Terrible, nope, nope, nope. But if I had to pick one, it would have to be Tia. And I don't even like it that much. But how would you rate tonight's episode? Thumbs up. Season 10 is give I always said last season was boring. I guess like half of the season was okay last season, but the second part was just boring. It felt flat. So anyway, this was a thumbs up. I'm liking the newbies, the old, intertwining. It's fine. It'll work. I think I see success for this season. Besties, please drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. And, like the video, please. I'm your bestie. Push the like button. I'm not asking for money. And make sure you have subscribed to my channel and make sure your notification bell is on. That way, you know each and every time I post my content. Okay? So let's get into it. Kiana, hey, I don't know. Are you a brat or are you just a weirdo? Or are you both? It would be better. You said you're 37. You need to work on your communication skills. Because Wendy did not take you seriously at all. I mean, to the point of her laughing in your face. And child, you try to act hard like you from the hood. You might be from the hood. You and Angel got that little tick about y'all. Okay, y'all. So the episode begins. So Wendy and Kay, they meet at the pier to talk because Kay still has issues with Wendy's friendship. She says Wendy wants to be friends on camera when they're taping, when they're filming. But off camera, she's phony. And, that makes Kiana uncomfortable where she can't be her true self. And Kay, just my question. I just have a one question for you. Do you have to be friends with Wendy? Can you guys just be associates? Can you just be castmates? Like, what is you guys' history? I do remember she brought you on, but what is your history? We know you and Angel been friends for 20 years. You when you did hair, she was your client. She worked at BET. She put you on, and you guys developed a friendship. Got it. What is the story with you and Wendy? Because we just want to know why you can't just be an associate and just be friends with Angel. Okay. Okay. So they discuss some upcoming hosting gigs they have. Child and the First Lady of Maryland asked Wendy to come and attend, honey. So Kay says Wendy was acting very condescending at Ashley's divorce party. And so Wendy, thinks that Kay is just being very juvenile. And actually, Wendy said, you know what? I saw red flags in you, and I was trying to step back and get to learn you better. Uh huh. You just this phony, girl. So it's giving that Wendy is giving what she's getting. That's what I'm getting. And so Wendy was like, you don't call me, and I always have your back in this group. So the example was back in Lake Norman when Ashley accused Kay for the way she got her money was through a deed dealer. And Wendy, had her back, took up for her, had her back, and all that. Because, Kiana got mad. It was ready to fight. So just Kiana feels like in private, she expects more friendship from Wendy. And Wendy is looking like, what? And then they go back and forth and back again about who doesn't like Giselle the most. So then in Wendy's confession, she tells us that she can't hold Kay's hand. Like this is some hand holding. Like she got three children, she got to hold their hands. Okay, she has a husband, she got to hold his hand. She don't have no more hands for UK. And Wendy's like, I think I'm just too grown for this. Like I can't do this. The woman that I am, that I've grown into, I can't do this. And so then, Wendy starts laughing at Kiana like she don't take her serious at all. And Kay is mad, very emotional, but she doesn't go off. But she's emotional. And then they give each other the middle finger. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Are they playing with us? Because an associate couldn't give me a middle finger. A friend could, but not an associate, not a fair weather friend, not a off camera, on camera type of friend. Like, are they pulling our leg? So they laugh, they say, hey, let's go. Now, why does Wendy overdress? She's been doing that, but she's really been overdressing this season. Why does she go meet Kay at the pier? Kay got on workout clothes. You know what I'm saying? Perfect, right? Wendy has on heels and a skirt and a dress. Why? Because she spent all that money on herself? Okay, because honey, it was just like Wendy gonna always have them. She gonna have the girlfriends out, the legs out. She gonna be greased up. She looked good, but it just be over. Just too much. Boy, how I miss the old Wendy. So Wendy is laughing at her and they walk off. I guess child, they was getting ready to go get something to eat. Angel is at the house with her family, and she is just in disbelief that Kay said that she chin checked her. She's upset. She said she's surprised that Kay would even use that kind of language because if she did, then Angel feels very disrespected. Very disrespected. They both are kind of like pop off girls, So, child, Stacy goes to meet up with Jassy. Hey, Jassy, she's engaged to the football player, and they got close. Remember, they went to Miami. They were supposed to go hang out with Mia for her birthday, and they never saw Mia. Mia never responded to them. That old heifer. So they got close, and they haven't seen each other in a while. So Stacy tells her she's working it out with her ex-husband, honey, and Jassie's like, yes. And we know Jassie is engaged and she's planning her wedding. She don't want to give too much on the show, so she changes the subject. So they talk about hanging out together at the Preakness because this is a community thing that everybody there is into. Everybody goes. It looks like it's a derby type of deal. And so Kay and Wendy, they sent out invitations to the ladies inviting them. And they're all like, okay, we're getting an invitation from Kay and from Wendy. Okay, but hey, we'll be there. So Kay is going to pregame at her house. She's going to have mimosas and light eats and everything before they go to the Derby. Stacy tells Jassy that Ashley and Giselle are, ganging up on her about this divorce marriage thing. And they are. They really are deflecting, If we jump on you, then no one will come for us. They don't want nobody digging into their business. And I don't think Ashley really has any, and maybe not even Giselle, but we'll get to that. So then, honey, the word on the street is that Giselle has a new man. And some picture they put up there is blurry. He's blurred out. It's like, man, come with us with some real. But anyway, this guy is supposed to be a retired NFL player. And honey, Stacy wants to see if Jassy can find out who he is since, her man plays in the NFL. And it's like, dang, like Giselle, she keeps a low profile. She's single. Allow her to date on the under and then bring a guy to the forefront. Even last season, she met a guy speed dating. She brought, they hung out, whatever. It was that other guy she tried to date. It didn't work out. She got back with Jamal. It didn't work out. The young guy from the other summer house or winter house show, it didn't work out. Like, can she have some privacy, please? So she can sort this thing on out? Because, honey, she's an empty nester, honey. She let us know in her tagline that somebody over there. So Child Tia is at home with her family, just going through the woes of having two teenage daughters with smart mouths. She's trying to navigate through this parenting. Her and her husband got little different parenting styles. And then, she grew up with Nigerian, values, and we don't do that here. And all she knows is she just don't want no rude kids. Okay. So then Tia, Wendy, Giselle, and Angel, they meet at a clothing store. And of course, they go into Giselle's lack of fashions. And I'm just so sick of them talking about Giselle. She don't be looking bad, but okay, I mean, so what? Like, we're done with that. Even though I did not like her fascinator, it was too much. It was too much. Okay. So they meet at a clothing store. So Giselle wants to have fun with the girls because she said she ain't had fun yet. Angel's like, you didn't enjoy my party. And she was like, no, nobody want to be at no sound bath. Giselle was like, absolutely not. So she wants to plan a vacation and take the ladies to Nevis. I've been there. Uh-huh. So she wants to have a Four Seasons experience. Okay. Here comes Wendy. She got on a blazer on the top and some ruffle leotard on the bottom. It's all white. Giselle was like, I didn't know I was coming to see all these. You was coming, I had to see all these legs. I was like, Wendy. So they asked her, how was your talk with Kay? She said it was all right, but she didn't understand where Kiana was coming from because when they talked, there was no betrayal on her part. Like, and my thing is, well, the shade was you asking her on a red carpet, oh, did you do your own makeup? We need context on why you said that because you have not addressed that one comment. And it has been brought to our attention. This is the third season. We've heard that comment at least 7 times. Come on, Wendy. We need to know why you said it. What was your headspace? Okay, we need context. Because you haven't really addressed anything. You always sit there and go, I don't understand. I don't know what to say. I can't, I have nothing. I got nothing. Okay. So Angel's over there looking a little uncomfortable, but they talking about, did you do your own makeup? The little comment that she said to Kay, who is Angel's best friend. Angel's looking a little uncomfortable. Like, I'm trying to be cool, but y'all better stop teasing my friend. Then Angel says that Kay hit her up one on one, and she's told Angel that she did not say that. She chin checked her. So wait, Giselle was like, oh, so she doubled back? Oh, she looked back? Yeah, she lied. Oh. So Angel feels like friends don't say words like that. Angel pretty much said Kay got chin checked by Deborah or Deborah. 2 years ago, the GNA event when things got thrown and blood gushed and someone had to be carried off in an ambulance. Yeah, that's what Angel was like referring to. Like, no, she got chin checked then. Deborah is Ashley's ex friend. I was like, ooh, Angel, no, you didn't say that to this group. You did not, girl. Oh, you gonna learn. You gonna learn, Angel. You gonna learn, honey. So, is that Greg? Ugh, child, child. It was clear to me that Greg read the comments last season. He was so nice and humble and just a nice gentleman. So at Kay's house, they're getting ready for the pregame. And, Greg is there. He's nice, trying not to, trying to do right. He's trying to be a do-gooder. So she had asked him, like, oh, my mom is downstairs. Can you go get her? He was like, I'm going to get your mom. It was like, okay. I said, he read the comments, child. He don't want no smoke this season. So her mom comes in. Hey, Michelle. She's so cute. So Kiana, like, let us know that they're not really on great terms right now, but she's looking forward to them, becoming better. Because, moms don't think he's the one. Okay. So Stacy asked Greg when she came over, she was brought him back that he was even there. She was like, do you live here? Do you stay here? He was like, I'll be here. Stacy said, I thought they broke up. So why is he even here? Ah. He explained that no, he don't live there, but he's always there. He has the house. Have we ever been to his house? Oh wait, I'm sorry. The house that they were at, was that his? Okay, that was his house and she moved in, right? Okay, so he still got that place. Okay, got it. Oh, that was funny to me, child. He just, oh no, I be here sometimes. Yeah, I stay here and I still go to the house. Yes. Uh-huh. Giselle invites Ashley, Stacy, and Kiana to Nevis for the Fantastic Four Seasons experience, honey. Everyone else shows up. They already talked about it at the clothing store. And Giselle gonna ask, well, how did we end up here when this is your event, Wendy? It's like, goodness gracious. So Kiana's like, there's a lot of firsts better, best with Wendy. Stace was like, well, what does that mean? Kay is like, oh, Wendy likes being the first, better, and the best. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a good time though. No, you're not gonna just slide that in and try to skate over it. Wendy was like, you seem to have a constant desire to have an issue with me. So then they go back and forth and back again, again. Wendy was like, yeah, you got these pre-rehearsed lines, and I ain't buying it. Kiana's like, well, you like to come with your whole professor attitude. And Wendy is like, insecure about your profession, maybe? Wendy was like, do you see? I'm like, Wendy, do you see Greg and her mama sitting over there on that couch? You better pipe down, little girl. So Wendy was like, we're done. Because I guess she did see the mom and the boyfriend sitting right there on the couch. Because mom was looking like she wanted to, I think, did the mama have her hand raised like she wanted to say something? Child, yeah, I think Kiana is spoiled, rotten. I think she's a brat. So Giselle is like, well, Angel said that you went back to her and said you didn't say chin check. So what that means is I'm a liar and I'm not. Angel's like, yeah, I didn't believe that she would use those words towards me. Offense was taken. Yes, offense was taken. So then Kiana apologizes again, but she takes full accountability. She said, yeah, I did say it. Sorry. And it's like, why do you keep going back and forth? Peep that real quick, besties. So then Angel apologizes to her too and reminds her that she'll always have her back. Uh-huh. So, honey, then Wendy throws Angel under the bus and says, nah, but at the store, your energy was very different. You were hurt. You was like, we don't use that terminology. You even brought up the fight between her and Deborah at the GNA event. Wow. Wow. So now Angel probably ain't gonna never like Wendy. They go, man. So then Ashley forgot she was even at the table because when has she ever been so quiet? Okay. So then Ashley says, you got to maintain the same energy or you look fake. And so then Ashley doubles back and she said, now, you could think about it, process it, take some time, but then, come back with that energy. That's fair. But keep the same energy. And they didn't see the processed, version. So keep that same energy, boo. So Angel said, well, wait a minute, because wait a minute, I was hurt when you said that. And so Wendy said she ain't buying it. She like, Angel, are you okay? Do you need help? She said that she wondered if Kay did chin check her and got her to where she can't even and told her, don't you come to me with this energy. Child. They have to have some kind of talks because how is that friendship going to sustain through this? I guess it can. When I think back over there at OC about Emily and Gina, they're pretty solid. So child, Kiana says she could feel. She said you could feel how you feel, but in good faith, I understand. You know how these broads are. They can heighten up the thing, but that chat y'all had at the clothing store, that had better be the last one. Child, I know. Wait, what? Check them, Kay. Check them, Kay. Giselle's like, ooh, Kay chin checked Angel right there. And I said, Giselle, Kiana chin checked all of y'all. She chin checked all of you. Wendy, Angel, you, and who else is there? Tia. She chin checked all of you. That had better be the last. Okay. Public service announcement. And so Kiana was like, do you like this lady? Do you like this lady? Do you even like this lady? Do you? Do you like her? And she's asking Angel, does she like Wendy? And it's like, why you so full of fire? Pipe down, boo. So Angel said, today I'm not feeling it. Wendy, like, so you don't like me now? And she said, I don't like this conversation because you're calling me fake. I was like, I like the way she said that. That was so simple and just clear. You know, she ain't said, I don't like you. She said, I don't like this conversation and where it's going because you calling me fake. So I ain't gonna say I don't like you, you know? And so, is this when she said, let's have some emotional intelligence, or is it further? But I like what she said, that child. So, Wendy needs clarity because she didn't call her fake. She said, the other ones was co signing with me. Those are the ones who called you fake, Ashley. And I guess Giselle. So then Wendy is like, your beef is with Kay, not with me. So Angel said, your energy will change. You know, first when you hear something, your first response is hurt and pain and anger, whatever. But once you sleep on it, you'll change how you view it, you know? So Wendy is like, wow. She's just in wow. She's wowed by Angel, how she switched up on her just like that. So Greg is about tired of all of this. He's tired. He trying to figure out how to break this up. He been over there. I think he was on his phone. He probably was on there with Chat GPT talking about how do I finesse my girl over there having a fight with 20 different women. And the answer was they're going to a derby to bet on horses, right? Why don't you go throw some money in your girl's hand? So he did that. He was like, hey, baby, go on over there and bet on them horses, bring them back some money. They was like, okay, Kiana, okay, Greg. So the ladies, they head on over to the derby. And so they in there. They just can't get enough. I was ready for them to have fun and go on about their day. But nope, we ain't finished yet. So Giselle wants to toast to Angel because she looked hurt. Angel says, no, I was mad at Wendy, but I'm good now. Angel feels like this group misunderstands her. They don't get her, and she don't care because she don't need their validation. She knows who she is. And Wendy wants to have fun. She like, let's have fun now. Come on now. Let's move this along. So Kay wants to explain how she speaks candidly and how engaging with the ladies can be overwhelming, and coming into this group things can go left when you're trying to figure everybody out and get to know everybody. And Stacy tells Kay that she finds it odd that, you know, you was excited that I was coming into the group, you know, and you wanted to get to know me, but every time you hosted something you never invited me to anything. And so Kay tells her, oh, I don't care. See, Karen, see, mm, 37, huh? Brat. She is a brat. So Stacy's like, well, what about me makes you so upset? Like, what I do to you? Kierna's like, she kind of spits up her wine. It's getting all over. I need a napkin. Huh? What is happening right now? Why are you spitting up your drink? Like, what about that made you choke? What is happening? And so nobody's really doing anything. And so Wendy is like, that's your friend of 20 years. Wipe her up. If I had on a cotton dress, I would have wiped her up. Use your dress and wipe your friend's mouth. Use the bottom of your dress. And Kay tells Wendy, mind your business. Then F off, Wendy. F off. And I don't know why when she talked to Wendy, she has to be repetitive. Like, why can't you just say it once? Then Kay jumps back on Stacy. She teasing her about her QVC voice. Stacy like, I don't even talk like that. Giselle is over there cracking up because she is loving the show. Ashley is quiet. because they ain't never been this quiet before ever. So Kiana gonna say, "Oh, I'm tired of these HOs, especially the one sitting next to me." And so Stacey's like, "Am I an HO?" And so they just say some big word I ain't never heard of. Then it probably is just a metaphor, just some slang, just something to say. And so Stacey said, "Oh, well, I don't want to get chin checked." And so Kiana told her, "Well, you got it already." Stacey says, I'm sure you're the person to show me." Oh, come on, Stacey. Come on, girl. Ashley's like, let's not do this. This is a low blow because Stacey is saying, I know you know how to chin check because you got chin checked 2 years ago. Deborah chin checked you. And that's low because you're bringing up, people's trauma and pain. Because she went through a lot to get. Did she say she had to go to therapy and she was hit pretty bad, stitches and all kind of stuff. Did she have to get some kind of cosmetic surgery and all the things? Child, it was a mess. But that was the end of the episode, besties. I was like, oh, y'all need to stop bringing up what happened 2 years ago. That is low. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But let me say this. I see how it can happen. Because that girl's mouth, Kiana, it's time to grow up and learn how to communicate. You need to work on your communication skills. You do. You do. You kind of, I think Kiana's problem is she is a spoiled brat. And that's that on that. Besties, I'm kind of digging Potomac much better. I like the new and the old blended together. And we going to see how this pans out. Next week, I guess they're going to be on their trip. Whew, we'll see what happens, child. But drop down in the comments. You know what to do. Share, comment, like, subscribe, notification bell. And I'll be back with another recap. It'll be Tuesday. That'll be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. All right. Have a good night. Bye, besties.